Prince William and Harry appeared in public together today for the first time in more than a year, as the estranged brothers were reunited at their grandfather Philip's funeral at Windsor Castle. The princes did not stand shoulder to shoulder behind the Duke of Edinburgh's coffin as they walked from the castle's quadrangle to St. George's Chapel, and were instead either side of their cousin Peter Phillips. The Duke of Cambridge entered the chapel one place ahead of his younger brother, and the brothers were seated opposite one another during the service, with William next to his wife Kate Middleton. William and Kate looked somber as they walked in silence behind the specially adapted Land Rover carrying their father's coffin as it made its way to the chapel, and looked straight ahead as they both wore black suits. It had been quietly hoped that the loss of their beloved grandfather, who both men loved deeply, might start the process of rapprochement, but the brothers are unlikely to have even seen each other before the funeral. William and Harry are among 9 members of the royal family who walked behind their grandfather's typically unique coffin this afternoon, leaving the sovereign's entrance at Windsor Castle at precisely 2:45 p.m. The Duke and Duchess of Cambridge had earlier been seen wearing face masks as they left Kensington Palace in West London in the back of a vehicle, before being driven the 20 miles to Windsor for the funeral. Today marks the first time Harry and William have been seen together since March 2020, when they attended a Commonwealth service at Westminster Abbey with other royals and could barely look each other in the eye. Royal aides have been walking on eggshells as they try to navigate the rift between the brothers, sources said last night, as tensions remain following Harry and Meghan's acrimonious split from the royal family last year. And today is likely to have been a particularly difficult day for the brothers and evoke memories of having to walk behind their mother Princess Diana's coffin in September 1997, when they were aged just 15 and 13. Insiders have stressed that the arrangement involving the positioning of the brothers in the funeral procession should not be taken as a sign that William and Harry refused to walk alongside each other. Asked beforehand whether arrangements for the procession reflected the royal siblings' relationship, a Buckingham Palace spokesman said, "This is a funeral, we're not going to be drawn into those perceptions of drama or anything like that. This is a funeral. The arrangements have been agreed, and they represent Her Majesty's wishes, so we're not going to say anything more on that." Sources did admit, however, that the fraternal feud has taken up much thought and energy in the Lord Chamberlain's office, which was responsible for today's arrangements. "Everyone is walking on eggshells so as not to exacerbate the situation," said one. To be fair, both William and Harry have made clear that they wish to focus on mourning their grandfather and do not want anything to get in the way of that. But it has made everyone doubly nervous about saying anything that could be remotely construed of being critical of the other side. It's been a minefield. Sources insist the formation of those walking behind the coffin was based on bloodlines and age. Meanwhile, a source told the Daily Mirror yesterday, "Tensions are still obviously running high, a lot has been said, and wounds are still very raw. But there is a realization that everyone does need to reach some form of resolution, if only for the Queen, who has said it is her wish that the family comes together." The family has been united in grief this week, and it has given a lot of people pause for thought. It is certainly hoped that the period of unity from the darkness of the Duke's passing can be used as a catalyst to come together, instead of letting the passage of time deepen divisions. The group were led by the Duke's 2 elder children, with the Prince of Wales, 72, on the right and the Princess Royal, 70, on the left. They were followed by the Duke of York, 61, and the Earl of Wessex, 57. Philip's 3 adult grandsons were next, with William on the elder brother column behind Charles and Andrew, while Harry was behind Anne and Edward. Between them was Anne's son Peter, 43. Although he is older than William, he is not a direct heir to the throne. Vice Admiral Sir Tim Lawrence and the Earl of Snowdon followed behind the trio, with Philip's staff bringing up the rear.